Hi, this is Herzberg, legal advisor at NGO Monitor, and I want to talk today about a specific aspect of the Hamas documents that we recently were able to review and analyze, which detail how Hamas controlled every aspect of the humanitarian aid industry in Gaza. And that aspect is looking at the role of the United Kingdom and the connection to the United Kingdom that's reflected in these documents. Now, the UK has been one of the primary humanitarian aid funders for Gaza for many years. We've been looking at the role of UK funding and humanitarian aid in Gaza for many years now. In 2024, we actually had a lawsuit against the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office of the UK government under the Freedom of Information laws. One of the primary recipients of UK aid in Gaza is an NGO known as the Norwegian Refugee Council. And we've been following that funding for many years, going back to probably 2010. And we began to notice in 2018, 2019, that the partners that the NRC was working with suddenly disappeared from funding websites. So the UK is one of the main funders of NRC in Gaza, and on the UK, what they call Dev Tracker website, where they list all of their humanitarian aid, the UK used to give a lot of information about this program, and they also used to list all of the sub-funders. So all of the funding that was given to the NRC used to then go to local NGOs in Gaza. And for some reason in 2018, 2019, the names disappeared from the UK government websites. They used to be on also the UN website, the UN funding website for UN OCHA. And we also saw that the names of the subcontractors also were disappearing from the UN website. So we found this very weird. And in around 2020, 2021, we filed a Freedom of Information request with the UK government to ask who were the sub-partners. We were denied the information on the basis that it would be harmful to national security. Now, it seems odd that funding that is going to NGOs somehow is on the level of a nuclear secret or something, such that it would be the equivalent, that it would require some sort of national security protection. So we appealed that decision